Hey y'all, welcome in, welcome back. So today we have our full official gameplay trailer for The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits. I seen that there's like a little replay feature, this little scene of these Sims outside. First of all, they're drinking from their toast tea kettle on the lounge chair. So now we're having the multitasking ability to relax, just sip a little drink, and then we have the toasty tower lamp. These are all like incentives to purchase the game earlier in order to receive these little things. Also the toast tea socks, if those are enticing to you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The official gameplay trailer for Adventure Awaits. Eee!
Sometimes it feels like life could use a fast forward button.
Talk
But I
about
think
it.
what it really needs is a play button. And I'm not just saying that because I wouldn't exist otherwise. So come on, adventure awaits! When
Is the
Nigel
imaginary
was a
friend's
kid,
voice?
life was full of fun. Super cool playgrounds, retro video games, even the silly game of hand shapes. I win! Wait, did I win?
Hand
I've got a rock.
shapes.
Occasionally, he'd go off and do his own thing, which was fine. No, I mean it. As an imaginary friend, I was just like the others of my kind. It was my duty to be there for my kid when he needed me. But every kid grows up, and plenty leave us
they do look
poor
different.
imaginary friends behind.
Her
Not
braids.
Nigel! Our friendship was so strong. He made me real. No goodbyes here. Now I get to experience everything this world has to offer. We're all about adventure in Gibby Point, and there's none better than a getaway. Say goodbye to your everyday routine, and hello to something new. If you're not sure where to start, there are 3 unique venues ready for you to explore, where you can host or plan the
Ooh, the
perfect
world's
getaway.
pretty.
Getaways have a schedule to keep you on track, but some also introduce other elements to keep you on your toes, like rules. My memories with Nigel at camp are awesome. But I
Aw,
get
the
it if you
kids
want to
can-
create something new, like a
Canoe?
luxury bed and breakfast, say. Or maybe an evil villain social hideaway. I reckon it's easiest to modify an existing getaway since they
Oh.
already have built-in schedules and roles.
Oh.
But you can always make the days as full or as chill as you like. Choose where your getaway will be,
You make
how
money
long it is,
instead
or
of
if it's a
spending
weekly
it.
thing. And add some
Oh.
rules if you like. Want a camp of little prodigies?
Can't wait to get
Well,
that.
there's a rule to get them building skills faster, and another to send them packing. Who knows? Your choices could result in some formative moments for these kids.
Oh.
Taking the time to build her archery skills and completing this challenge could change the direction of her life forever. See, she's unlocked a new trait to help her maintain her focus. Focus? Focus! Whoops, sorry, got sidetracked there.
Oh, the world view.
Let's shift focus away from getaways and over
there's
to
4
custom
or 3.
venues. Create
Hold on,
your
we'll get
own,
back to that.
or try one created by others to get the old imagination train moving. You can design and customize it to have its own schedule, roles, and behaviors for visitors.
There's so much UI.
And if you want, you can host all kinds of getaways there, like an amazing cooking competition. I mean, it's like it was designed for it. I just want to jump in here. I've always wanted to crush one of these challenges.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, someone's a little competitive. Now, imagine what other possibilities are out there.
Okay, cross-pack compatibility. I don't think they should show this in the trailer, but I get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
you can make the
survival
getaway in
competition
other
with a
worlds.
vampire on a tropical island. Why, who's asking? Hey, the getaway system can take you places you'd never expect. Just sim it and see.
Okay, it's available on October 2nd. But you can purchase it now. The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits. Let's go back through that trailer. Yeah. Let's see if we see anything new. I saw a lot of elaboration, I feel like. I wasn't incredibly, like, overwhelmed with the gameplay trailer. I feel like we saw everything that we've seen in the reveal trailer, but just more elaboration, more of the animations to them, putting them in a different context to show you how you might play with them. Of course, it's a gameplay trailer. Duh. Anyway, so yeah, first we see our imaginary friend. They're taking us through this whole gameplay trailer. We're seeing lots of new build buy and cast assets. Nothing really new, just seeing the imaginary friend in different spaces. We see another iteration of the playground, and you can see that with your imaginary friend, you can turn them into like a real imaginary friend, right? And so then they pop up and become big. This is not our only imaginary friend, because we're gonna see later on here that there is another one that the other little girl has. So we're seeing another iteration of the playground, so you can make them separate, you can make them smaller. Look at these cute little chair sets next to the fire. That kid is on the table doing the craftable, so I think that that's going to be a separate thing that you can just put on a table, and the Sims will be able to craft things from there. They're playing with the different aspects. Yeah, they talk about having retro video games, which I clocked previous trailer. I also see something new is these little cans of pop, soda, energy drink. I don't know, we'll see what it is. They've got this new handheld controller, and this is what the console actually looks like. We see lots of build by assets throughout, new rugs, new seating, and I guess that's the new bunk bed right there. And they're playing that game, just how we see Sims play the game. As far as oh my god, they can climb up the slide backwards, which I love. They're playing hand shapes, I think they're calling it, which is rock, paper, scissors. Of course, the imaginary friend can only do rock. Like, what? But we get to see the interactions with the imaginary friend from this point. I don't know if these will be the only things, but maybe they will. You can say goodbye forever, which is what I'll do. Friends to the end, imaginary boost, or send back to imaginary land, which is also what I'll do. These things scare me, but I'm glad they're back from Sims 3. We see them with a cute little hat, sitting on the porch, kind of waving. I wonder if that's really an interaction, like to come on in. Maybe. But they're sent back to imaginary land, and they become the doll again. But we see the other iterations of the doll. So we got like this creepy one, this like ram or sheep zombie. I don't know what's going on. And then we have like a unicorn, type of one, and this one that really looks like I don't even know what. But yeah, and we see another smaller iteration of the custom playgrounds. You see those band-aids on this Sim's knee. You see that? And yeah, she's got like new bracelets. They're at the camp. They're doing the imaginary boost. I don't know what that would be, but let's look at that bedroom. Yeah, we're getting another view of that bunk bed. Again, the build by, new rugs. Everything here is new, including the windows, except that pile of clothes. Okay, I'm looking in the back. You always want to look in the back. So they're at like a different place. This looks like a mine. I don't know what this would tie into, but there's another look. I guess that would tie into that world that came with werewolves. Moonwood Mill, like if you're playing in different worlds and you want them to kind of work together. This looks like Willow Creek in the back a little bit. I guess it works for that, for like cross-world compatibility. If you want to call it that. I think we saw these little dangly lights in the reveal trailer. These Sims are sitting down enjoying some music in the back. But here's another look of the imaginary friend out of its doll form. Another view of the world from a different angle. Again, another one of those little ducked away areas, it looks like, that we saw in the previous trailer. Pretty ground. And yeah, and I love her beads, the twist at the end and the braids. Ah, so cute. We need those. We see the cootie catcher. We see just some little like snack supplies and paper planes. This looks like this might be like the craftable items, if not like clutter items. Build by assets on the wall. But yeah, and then we have the offer to make him real, and then they become a real Sim. So that was also another capability in the previous games. So that hat is going to be available in cast, that shirt. And yeah, now they can be real friends, which is cool. And oh, we see another version of the campfire. They're actually placing something on there and cooking, almost like the hot pot that comes with Snowy Escape. So that's really cool. I love these chairs. These chairs are really cute to me. I don't know why. And they're on like a dock So that's a cute place to have like a little camp area. The stars are beautiful at night in this world. And yeah, we're just seeing different settings of this new world. So you see people kayaking, and then we see the sim fishing. I wonder if we will have access to these in debug. Probably people will love that for like a garage build, things like that. Hopefully it's not attached to this platform only. This doesn't look like a build. This looks like a shell. And then we see those lights, and this might be where those people were sitting as well, or another aspect of that area. The water in the world is so blue and pretty and sparkly. We see these sims catching butterflies, the topiary again, lots of cast assets, cute little skirt. And there's like a walking area. I don't know if they're walking like as a hike or if they were just walking, but that's another aspect of the world that we haven't seen. And then we have this, which I love, just a miniature little diorama of the world. So that is cute because we get to see what it looks like. We see these little outdoor lamps that are newer, kind of more coastal. Yeah, and this does look like a shell. I mean, look at the windows. So I believe these are shells that are gonna live like in that part of town. People are walking around talking. It doesn't look like hiking, walking. This does. So we see them doing their movement, and yeah, this sim coming down the slide with new cast assets. Of course, the build by, the pool tiles, the wallpaper on the house or whatever this building may be. And then we see another view of our diving board. These are kind of clunky items, but they look good for the Sims 4. I mean, they're Sims 4 quality for sure. We see that new here, of course, and we see that you can do some like tricks off the diving board, and Sims are reacting and clapping to that. We see little A-frame builds by there, which is cool. And then we get taken into the gym setting. We see these Sims lifting with the free weights. This cute little fan I saw in the reveal trailer, but I forgot to mention it out loud, and these racks for the weights. This sim is posing with the weights, this sim is struggling, and this sim is doing another motion with the weights that we haven't seen. And then we see this sim cycling and teaching their cycling class. Also, look at these windows. I don't think we have those. Those are pretty cute. And of course, cast assets for all of these sims. And then they take us into like this little wellness area of the gym. They're making smoothies. And this seems to be like a clutter item for like a cafe, or you know, just like a kitchen area of any build. The new utensil holder looks like an older fridge and older kitchen and everything, but now they're showing us these different getaways that they set out to display the back. But we're gonna find out that we can make our own getaways in any world. They're doing something with the camp council. They have matching outfits too, which is cute. That sim is diving off of the ladder. These sims are kayaking, canoeing, whatever. Oh, there's another view of that bridge. I still can't tell what type of bridge it is, and I know it's not important, but it's bothering me. Sims walking into the Love Highland getaway. So this is gonna be like a little plot of land that's connected by bridge. And then we see the new getaway UI and features. So there's going to be a schedule, which is very cool for camps, and which will be very cool for any like idea that you guys have. What ideas do you have? I'm excited to hear. I like these new systems that we're getting. The one that we got in the previous pack with I'm gonna have to call it open for business. What is it called? Yo, we got so many packs, I'm losing track. I forgot what it's called. But these new systems, I don't know, I'm gonna speak for myself. They're actually not breaking, and they're working well for the game. So we have sleep, have breakfast, enjoy the outdoors, have dinner, mix and mingle. New cast and build by throughout. A new fireplace, that's cute. This lamp is new. These windows, again, beautiful sunsets in this world. And yeah, oh, look at this little clutter item. What would that be, like tents and things, or yoga mats maybe? A better view of that bridge. We have this new little lamp that keeps catching my eye in each time we see it. And they're having romantic competition elimination. So there are little prompts that will come up just to keep things spicy. New table, new lounge chairs. The imaginary friend can jump in the water. That Sims enjoying all the things that things have to offer. So they're showing you at the camp that these kid Sims can also do different things that are involved in the pack. So that's cool because the kids will have new activities. And then they're showing different giveaways that you can create. I love this little cutout with the telescope in there. But this is cute. And we're seeing another part of the world. Or maybe it's not, because that looks like that shell build that maybe, hopefully it's clickable. I love this little item in these lockers. There seem to be other like shells around here, but this definitely is a lot that you can build on. I like how full it looks, but I would like more people walking around. We'll see. how it looks in game. This also seems like another area, again, like this little hideaway that you can create. This gives me cloud with a chance of meatballs. Full moon. Okay. And then we're seeing another look at this UI. So you can plan a getaway, you can plan the location, to set the schedule, and then have like little activities. So we see the schedule presets. We have a fitness retreat, an outdoor kids camp, and the romantic competition, which are the ones that they've displayed. You can also do a cooking competition, which we'll see later, a cozy bed and breakfast, nice little getaway, creativity retreat, all right, senior living community, and teen popularity contest. That gives me ideas. And it looks like you earn money from creating a getaway, which I thought was interesting. You can save things, delete things, which is cool. And yeah, so you're gonna pick your schedule preset if you want that. And then you're gonna create roles for Sims, add a time slot, you're adding the time into the game. Hopefully this works, because when you mess with time in the game, it gets a little shaky. Especially if you use MC Command Center to change your time. That's where these little UI new systems can get messed up. But if you're with your regular game, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it still works. So yeah, we see the roles. We have campers, a camp director, a camp counselor. You can choose multiple of those. And there's 8 campers, which is actually a lot. You can change the schedule throughout, which is cool. Change the location. You can choose the lot types, how long it's gonna take, if it's recurring weekly, what day of the week, and if it's starting now. These are the days of the week, that's the time. So you can choose the time in which it will occur. So we have activity shuffle. Grind set mindset, hardcore mode, house of grudges, love is in the air, no strings attached, Renaissance studio, child skills elimination, cooking skills elimination, creative skills elimination, player choice elimination, popularity elimination, romantic elimination, and survival of the fittest elimination. Yeah, there's lots of gameplay with this. Like, there's a lot that people can do if they're into that. And oh, I love this little archway as well. This fencing is so cute too. I can delete some custom content. The camp is cute. We see them with their different outfits that kind of match. So grind set mindset, and yeah, so this is the little object that you place on a table. Hopefully it doesn't only work on picnic tables, but I think we saw it at the dinner table as well. Look at these masks on the wall. It's giving cheap girls. And then we have the archery, of course, and they can get better at these different skills, and this is going to change how they interact with sim life. I have these formative moments. It reminds me of the bucket list, and I like that feature because you can really get creative with that to still tell that story. So if they want to have a super cool bow like all the heroes have, I bet I can win 3 archery contests that prove how good I am. There's storytelling there, and you can remove them as well, which I think we need with the bucket list. Those end up changing the way that they go through life as they get older. So now we see this sim, they're showing that time is passing. This sim got to have that bow, or maybe that's a build by object. I don't know. I'm not sure. Look at that chair. Sorry, I love that chair. Oh, look at her. I don't know what this will be called, but her gear to do her archery is also super cute. The water behind, the foliage in the background, these new camp shirts, cute. Yeah, so a formative moments challenge is complete. And then that sim was into archery as a kid, and they have sustained focus as an adult. Interesting. Love it. New camp sign. We can see another view. This also looks like it is a shell. Okay, but we see our world view. So we aren't just stuck in this area by the geyser, or this area is what we've seen a lot in the trailer, but there's residential lots. There's 3 neighborhoods. I wonder, have we seen this? Oh, this is probably when we see those Sims walking around and stuff. And you can see these little lots that are just kind of placed throughout that are locked in. Those are probably those shells that I was talking about. But there are 13 lots, 3 neighborhoods. That's more than enough. So they're not skipping out, even though we're well into the Sims 4 and they're trying to do that thing that like we can choose which packs to have active, which actually backfired for us, even though that would have been such a great feature if it worked. They're not skipping out on the worlds. Like, we're still getting pretty full worlds. So I'm not mad at that at all. And they're big. These neighborhoods are big. So yeah, that's where the camp is. You see a playground, so that seems to be a new lot type. I wish this was really a feature, like if it could show, like say you want a lot and you said getaway as the lot type, I wish it would pull from your gallery and show you them at the bottom and you can choose from that. that I would eat, but I have a feeling that this is just for the trailer. So we see these different builders. We have the camp, but you can change that out for whatever you want to change this slot out for. We see this little archery build, which is cool. Nice, nice. New windows, big windows too. Oh, you can create a custom venue now, and you can modify the schedule for that custom venue. So here's another look at the UI for the scheduler. Add, I don't know, outfits, their roles, the time slots, the role library, to choose like what you want to add to this. So a custom role, a baker, a staff, instructor. This is perfect. We're always using from Get Together, the first pack, the group system to get away with things. So we can select a behavior. We've seen this list in business and hobbies. Collect butterflies, care for infants and toddlers, care and mentor children, campfire, child skill building, clean, that's new. Not clean is new, but collect butterflies, the other things are new. And then, yeah, oh look, this window has a screen on it, if you can see that. And yeah, we're seeing this set up for like a cooking competition, which is so cute. These new hats, don't know where they're going with it, but cool. Yeah, built by assets throughout. Is that a new kitchen? I don't recognize it. But yeah, we're adding that getaway, and this is the great Jibby Gibby Bake Off. So the cooking competition elimination works here, which is cool because they'll all be going to get each other. We've seen so many simmers create like cooking, not competitions, but LPs surrounding cooking. We get a new recipe. Looks like some like fairy bread maybe. And yeah. Oh, and the new trait is competitive, which we saw in the reveal trailer. But yeah, again, they're saying Simmet and Seed, so this must be their new thing. So this is another like, oh, it's like a bachelor party or something like that, or like a frat thing. Maybe this was the teenage getaway or a competition. I don't know what this is simulating, but that's cute. And then this great build, we have some free weights, some cycling, some water activities. This doesn't even look, yeah, this looks like a pool. Can you kayak in the pool? And then this diving board is a taller diving board. And look at this playground, and that seems to be an adult of the playground, which is cool. And these trailers, this is a great build just to show everything and its different capabilities. This is something more creative. Love the roof. I don't even know how you do that. There's a little gazebo. Yeah, so this is like a creativity getaway, and this is in Willow Creek. But you see how the world has similar features, just a little different foliage. That's gonna work great for different packs. So yeah, I think that's everything that we can see in the gameplay trailer. Let me know if I missed anything. Okay, so these look like our new skills. Entomology, which I believe is the study of bugs. Hold on. Yes. Diving, archery, and paper crafts. These activities are for both kids and grown-ups, as are the diving board, water slide, and kayak. And everyone will enjoy drinking a refreshing smoothie from the new blender. Kids can challenge each other with games like hide and seek or rock, paper, scissors, or even imaginary friends. Choose from 4 different imaginary friend dolls and 4 different personalities: goofball, competitive, creative, and evil. Oh, the dolls have different personalities. Start my adventure, let me see. Home to jellyfish, glowworms, and plumbirds. It's also where the world's largest geyser, unusual caves of crystal, and bioluminescent bay were formed. But it was more than these unusual creatures and natural wonders that drew Sims from all over to Jibby Point. We're excited to introduce the new getaway system with custom venues and getaway planner. Expanded childhood content. I've never done this one. Including new sentiments, a new way to customize your own playground structures, and new activities, traits, careers, objects, challenges, and more. So what do you say? Are you ready to explore? So they're gonna have 3 new neighborhoods: Wanderwood Wilds, a leafy haven laced with forest trails, erupting geysers, and a whisper of mystery; Crystal Valley, which is where sparkling rock formations ignite the imagination; Jellyfish Junction is a waterfront wonderland with a glistening lagoon and locals who adore their jellyfish. With a new scheduling getaway feature, your Sims can plan long weekends, summer breaks, or refreshing retreats. Oh, summer breaks! And even schedule recurring getaways. Who doesn't want to spend weekends at grandma's house? Thanks to custom venue rules, every trip is yours to shape. Beautiful. Friends can also unwind at What are these Sims doing? I guess this is in Crystal Valley. They're like sifting through the water for crystals. What is that? You see these Sims catching butterflies so you can raise them and let them go probably. And then we have this geyser, of course, and the jellyfish that glow at this part of the world as well. Sims can also unwind at boardwalk festivals. I love a little festival. I don't like that they pop up and annoy and lag the game a little bit, but I love festivals and I love that system, so I'm glad that they're still going with those. Grab the controller of the retro gaming console, catch butterflies, and accept quests from curious locals who may actually be the last surviving large plum bird to roam. Yuck. If your child sim isn't the cool kid on the block, a new kid-focused aspiration in the pack, and they're having trouble making friends, try an imaginary one. That's right, chat. Imaginary friends are here. Choose from our 4 distinct dolls and 4 unique interchangeable personalities. Each one will interact and bond with their sim in their own special and possibly chaotic way. Okay, they're kind of reiterating the same things. We get it, guys. For adult Sims, wrinkles and gray hair may be optional. Playtime, however, is not. This place is full of adventures, thrills, and new activities like kayaking, water sliding, that's what they're calling it, and working out. For the truly outdoorsy, the new park worker career offers 2 paths: camp counselor and park ranger. Oh, park ranger, that's cool. Perfect for keeping the adventure alive year-round, and for even more grown-up adventures, new activities like the spin class bring the energy while the competitive trait raises the stakes. Looking for love? Sneak off to Love Highland for romance and entertainment, or test your survival chops in player design elimination challenges. This is a cute screeny. Oh, look at them hanging out by the pool. They've got their pops. The Sim playing their retro video games. They've got their butterflies. We see the water slides, an outdoor shower. The Sim diving off the diving board that is high, and then this little child Sim diving off the diving board that is low. And we see a sunken hot tub. They thought they can get that past me. You can't. If you build it, they will come. If the 3 established getaways don't fill your adventure cup, you can design your own. Getaways can last a day or more and be anything from restful to challenging. Imagine a beachfront lot that serves smoothies by day. Yes, this pack has blenders. And transform into a stand-up comedy juice bar by night. Need more inspiration for your perfect getaway? Check out the builds made by Simmers below, and you make the Sims. Here's some examples I give for like cross-pack compatibility. So if you have cats and dogs, they're saying a dog training getaway. See, get to work, a corporate retreat. Oh, that eats. Island living, off the grid survival competition. Oh gosh, of course. A get together expansion pack and parenthood game pack childcare. Okay, so this is how it could work if you didn't have business and hobbies, maybe. Spa day, refreshing spa getaway, and fitness stuff, and ultimate fitness boot camp. Okay. You could upload your custom venues to the gallery as well for your fellow Sims. That's awesome. Look at them grown up. Oh, that's so cute. Get to know Nigel and other neighbors in our upcoming Meet the Sims article on September 17th. So if you want to know some more Sims, that'll be there. They are having Simmers make some getaways for us and builds. So they have boardwalks, campsites, and family homes featured across the world. It's such a cool thing that they're having other Simmers go ahead and, you know, have something in the game officially, even though we can interchange the lots. I just think that that's such a cool feature because we grow up wanting to do that, and for someone to get the opportunity to do that and just create something beautiful, I love. So they've got a little more about each Simmer and what they contributed to the pack. Check them out. Okay, we get another view of the world. So we see what the lot sizes are and the little descriptions for each and the festivals that will be there. So we have a sunrise festival, a sunset festival, a fitness fest, a glow and flow festival, and a round of fire festival. Hopefully that means there's gonna be so many notifications. We gotta figure out something for the festival system notifications, because those Okay, the music of Adventure Awaits expansion packs. So here are a few songs on the soundtrack. We curated a soundscape to provide the vibes for the getaway, and of course it's all in Simlish. Camp Plum Bob is here. Our online community event is filled with fun activity challenges and dev Q&As. They have a schedule for their dev Q&A session, so if you want to go a little deeper into everything about the pack, we have Imaginary Friends on September 9th. We have Townies and Lore on September 17th and Getaway Systems on October 1st. So join the Sims Discord to get into that. But of course, you can pre-order the Sims 4 Adventure Awaits expansion pack for $39.99 to start playing it immediately when it launches on October 2nd. I feel like they showed us everything in the reveal trailer, so there's nothing more that I needed to see. But yeah, I'm just excited to get my hands on it. So that's all there is to it for me. Y'all let me know down below if this gave you any ideas for what you want to do when you get your hands on the pack. But yeah, I'm excited to see what I can do, what my brain can come up with when the time comes. All right, y'all, that's all from me. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all soon. Peace out.